Hello, I'm Thomas W. Case, American poet and author, and tonight I got a special treat for you. I'm going to be reading from my upcoming book, Searching for Nod. It'll be released in November of this year. I've got the author proof right here, and I'm just going to do a few readings. And throughout this short reading, I'm going to just mention my other books. They're all available on Amazon.com. And I'm just going to pick a few randomly and read. This first one's called Last Bus to Santa Fe. The neon vomited, spewing red and blue onto broken sidewalks, where he sauntered, broken down Salvation Army wingtips like a one-man carnival sideshow. Pork pie hat sloshing on his head like it was best friends with Noah. A harmonica squealed from a doorway like old Frank had a pig by the ear. I wouldn't put nothing past that degenerate. The ghost of last night fighting with the woman echoed off the trash cans. I should have took that Greyhound to Santa Fe when I had the chance. This bruised sky don't care nothing about me. The city forgot him, and stray cats own the alleys now. He found the old Ford rusting away down by the tracks off Grand Avenue. One door missing, black and white mutt tied to the fender, sleeping and dreaming of escape. The woman was there, snoring, drooling. He touched her cheek and said, "I thought she was Princess Grace." She said, "You're so full of shit. But I'll give you a blowjob anyways for a few sips of that wild Irish rose you got bulging out of that jacket." The night pounded in, along with the rain that wasn't supposed to come. He felt it all. The winter, the busted shoes, and the fragile eggshell of hope quivering in his chest. He thought, maybe I'll take that old dog to Santa Fe with me, get us a little shack, and I'll start painting again, go on the water wagon, and ride it all the way to sweet heaven. All right. It's from Searching for Nod, coming in November, and my book Aluminum Cowboys is my latest book. It is out. It's got poems and short stories in it, and it's on Amazon. All right, let's read another from Searching for Nod. How about Love is a Stray Mutt. As a kid, maybe 7 or 8, I coaxed cats and dogs home. Stray mutts. Those beautiful eyes, sadder than any song I'd ever heard. Tiny claws, noses that smelled the earth. I believed in fairy tales then, raised on Mother Goose and Brothers Grimm. I thought we'd all live happily ever after, or get eaten by some strange beast while learning a valuable lesson. Mom let them in. The puppies chewed coffee table legs, while the cats pissed everywhere. I smiled anyway, thinking I could clutch forever in my hands. Summer came. I went to Dad's, Iowa Falls, or the cattle ranch in Missouri. Early mornings I'd find tortoises grazing in the garden, chewing lettuce, chomping tomatoes. I'd lift them up, study their grumpy faces, the underside of the shell a burnt orange sunset cupped in my hands. I'd name them for the months, June, July, August. Then I'd build a fence, claim them. Next morning, nothing. Vanished like the last sip of beer. They needed their land, their distance. their ancient map of vegetation and instinct. I didn't know then that life demands freedom. Summer would end. I'd head back to Mom's for the school year. When I walked in, I'd search the house, the yard, frantic for the cats and the dogs. They were gone. I'd ask Mom what she did with them. She'd look away and say, I found them good homes. I didn't ask questions. I told myself that's how fairy tales go, one way or the other. I loved blindly, like the grass loves green. A love without muscle is just hunger. The pattern stalked me into adult houses, into women with feral eyes and jagged hearts. Souls slipping into the abyss. I wanted them, worshipped them, studied them like I studied the tortoises. But booze was my true god. Vodka, beer, whiskey. Their burn seduced me, spun me onto the lost, degenerate highway. I drank to numb the scratches on my soul, to laugh at the claw marks left by their absence. I couldn't take care of them. I couldn't hold them the way they needed to be held. I couldn't love them. Hell, I couldn't even love myself. They were better off somewhere else, better off without me. That lesson punches now right in the gut, a Tyson left hook. Love alone is a stray pup, a mutt wandering in the rain. Cats, dogs, tortoises, women, all sent warnings I blew off. Now I sit with empty hands, count the lives I failed to cherish, and finally understand love without care is just another ghastly Brothers Grimm story. All right. Another one of my books is, this was my first book that's still in print, and it is Seedy Town Blues Collected Poems. It's a thick volume. It's on Amazon. And I'll do, I'll do one more. How about My Broken Sparrow? The sky burns itself awake, blazes of pink and violet over rooftops and broken sidewalks. I remember her smile, red as broken glass and soft as a fist in satin. She smoked everywhere, her fingers trembling from the truth she carried like a sack full of trash. Her eyes, green and feral, looked like they wanted a vacation, wanted to bite the world and swallow it whole, digest it into little perfect pieces only she could feel. We met in stolen afternoons and in fractured dawns, coffee strong, sheets slick with sweat and cum, time running away like a sacred mouse. I drive on the south side past her old apartment full of old wine bottles and cigarette butts, and I wonder if she ever knew how many nights I carried her with me, like a sparrow with a busted wing, chewing through the dark. Her steps are a ghost in the alley now, and mornings slide away like demented eels. I'm Thomas W. Case, American poet and author. Searching for Nod will be out in November. Another one of my books on Amazon is Sleep Always Calls. Thank you for listening, and if you like the channel, please subscribe.